Ever wondered why you ended up buying that pair of jeans because everyone else has one? That, my friend, is the herd effect psychology at work. It's a fascinating phenomenon that influences our decisions daily, from fashion choices to the food we eat, even the opinions we hold. It's the invisible hand, subtly yet powerfully, nudging us towards the majority. Intrigued? You should be. So, buckle up as we dive into the fascinating world of herd effect psychology. Remember when you started watching Game of Thrones because everyone else was? That's the bandwagon effect for you. This psychological phenomenon is where people do something primarily because others are doing it, regardless of their own beliefs or interests. It's like when your favorite band suddenly becomes popular and you're left wondering if you still like them now that they're mainstream. Or when you find yourself buying those skinny jeans just because everyone else seems to be wearing them. The bandwagon effect influences our decisions, often without us even realizing it. It's why trends catch on, why viral videos go viral, and why fads fade away. It's a powerful force that can sway our choices, from what we wear and watch to how we vote and view the world. So next time you find yourself jumping on the bandwagon, remember it's just psychology at play. Ever felt anxious about missing out on a party or an event? You're not alone. And there's a term for it. FOMO, fear of missing out, or FOMO, as it's more commonly known, is a form of social anxiety. It's the apprehension that others might be having rewarding experiences from which one is absent. This psychological phenomenon can be as simple as seeing your friends' holiday photos on social media and wishing you were there, or as complex as feeling left out of a major cultural event or trend. It's like being the last one to know a secret, or the only one not invited to the party. FOMO can lead to feelings of loneliness, inadequacy, and even depression. It can make us make decisions based on what we think others are doing, rather than what we truly want or need. So the next time you're feeling FOMO, remember it's not just you, it's the herd effect. Ever noticed how you're more likely to trust a product if others are using it? That's social proof for you. It's a powerful psychological and social phenomenon where we copy the actions of others in an attempt to reflect correct behavior for a given situation. It's like when you see a long queue outside a restaurant. You automatically assume the food must be good, right? And let's not overlook online reviews. How often have you bought something online purely because it had a 5-star rating and rave reviews? That's social proof in action, my friend. It's the digital version of word of mouth. On social media, the number of followers, likes and shares act as a testament to the quality or popularity of content. It's a digital popularity contest, if you will. So whether it's choosing a restaurant, deciding what to buy, or even who to follow online, we're always looking for social proof. Remember, when in doubt, we tend to follow the crowd, and that's social proof. Ever felt the need to blend in with the crowd? That's conformity at work. Conformity, in its simplest form, is just adjusting your behavior to align with the group's norms. It's like a chameleon changing its colors, not because it wants to, but because it feels the need to blend in. Think about that one time you laughed at a joke that you didn't find funny, just because everyone else was laughing, or when you agreed with an opinion because it seemed like everyone else did. That's your brain playing the conformity card. From fashion trends to social media challenges, conformity is often the invisible puppeteer pulling our strings. It's a psychological phenomenon deeply rooted in our need for social acceptance and belonging. But here's a fun twist. Conformity isn't always bad. It can help maintain social harmony and foster collective action. So the next time you feel the urge to conform, remember it's just the herd effect at work. Ever done something you didn't want to just because your friends were doing it? Welcome to the world of peer pressure. Peer pressure. It's that nagging feeling that makes you go along with the crowd, even when you'd rather march to the beat of your own drum. It's a powerful force, one that can make us do things we might not otherwise consider. Take skinny jeans, for example. Once upon a time, they weren't even on our radar. Then, seemingly overnight, everyone's wearing them. And there you are, feeling like you need to squeeze into a pair too, just to fit in. That's peer pressure at its finest. But it's not just about fashion. It could be anything from joining a particular social media platform to trying a trendy new diet. Peer pressure can influence our decisions, big or small. So, the next time you're feeling pressured, remember it's just the herd effect at work. Ever found yourself following the crowd without really knowing why? That's herd mentality for you. Now, herd mentality is a social phenomenon where individuals in a group act collectively without a centralized direction. Yes, much like a herd of sheep following the one in front, without any real reason to do so. This behavior is not exclusive to our woolly friends, though. Humans, being social creatures, are also susceptible to this phenomenon. Let's think about Black Friday shopping. People camp out in front of stores, not necessarily for the best deals, but because everyone else is doing it. Or how about viral dance trends? One day you're minding your business, the next you're doing the floss, because, well, everyone else is. The psychological implications of herd mentality are vast. It influences our decision-making process, often leading us to make choices that we wouldn't ordinarily make if we were alone. So the next time you find yourself following the crowd, remember it's not just you, it's the herd effect. Ever wondered how you can resist the pull of the herd effect? Let's explore some strategies. The first step is to cultivate critical thinking. Question why you're making a decision. Are you doing something because you genuinely believe it's the right choice, or are you simply following the crowd? Next, develop self-awareness. Understand your values, beliefs, and biases. Are they truly yours, or were they adopted from the herd? Also, don't be afraid to stand alone. It's okay to be the black sheep, to have a different opinion, or to choose a different path. Remember, innovation often comes from those who dare to think differently. Lastly, be patient. It's easy to be swayed by the immediate gratification that comes with following the herd. However, taking the time to make informed decisions can lead to more satisfying and meaningful outcomes. Remember, resisting the herd effect takes conscious effort, but it's definitely achievable. Ever heard of lemmings? These little creatures are known for following each other off cliffs, a perfect example of the lemming effect. Now let's talk about humans. We're not lemmings, of course, but we do have a tendency to follow the crowd without thinking. That's the lemming effect in action, folks. Picture this. Your favorite band is playing a gig. You're enjoying the music, but then you see a group of fans rushing to the front. Next thing you know, you're caught up in the stampede, even though you had a perfect view from where you were. That's you being a human lemming. Or consider this. You're at a party where everyone is trying a new dance move. It looks ridiculous, but you join in anyway. Why? Because everyone else is doing it. That's the lemming effect for you. So, the next time you find yourself blindly following the crowd, remember, you're not a lemming. Ever wondered what makes a trendsetter different from a trend follower? Let's find out. Picture a flock of birds. Trendsetters are like the leaders of the flock, the ones who chart the course. They're the ones who decide what's in, what's out, and what's next. They're the innovators, the pioneers, the ones who aren't afraid to take risks and go against the grain. Now, the trend followers, they're the rest of the flock. They watch the trendsetters and follow their lead. They don't necessarily lack originality, but they find comfort in the familiar, the tried and true. They're the ones who help a trend to gain momentum and become mainstream. So, whether you're the one leading the flock or happily following along, both roles are crucial in the dance of trends. So, are you a trendsetter or a trend follower? Either way, remember, it's all part of the herd effect. Enjoying the video? Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons. These simple clicks are your way of joining our herd, and they also help us to keep producing content you love. Stay tuned for more interesting content. Ever noticed how one person's actions can influence others? That's the ripple effect. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The first splash is just the beginning. Those tiny ripples spread out, reaching far beyond the initial impact point. That's exactly what happens in our social circles. One person makes a decision and the effect ripples out, influencing others. Consider fashion trends. One celebrity dons a new style, and before you know it, it's everywhere. Or think about viral challenges on social media. One person starts, and soon it's a global phenomenon. That's the power of the ripple effect. But remember, it's not always about following the crowd. Sometimes you're the one making the splash, setting off ripples that affect everyone around you. So, whether you're the pebble or a ripple, your actions matter. Remember, your actions can create ripples, so choose wisely. So, there you have it, the fascinating world of herd effect psychology. From the bandwagon effect to conformity and the ripple effect, we've delved deep into our social behaviors. Remember, we're all just sheep, sometimes. And that's a wrap on herd effect psychology. We hope you've enjoyed this journey of discovery. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, you're not just a part of the herd.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.